This program is rated PG. It contains themes and scenes which may not be suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Be advised that the views and opinions of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
It is all about the environment. That's what this show is going to be all about. It's called Build Your Dreams. Now, I didn't structure this TV show to be an ad, but to talk about what is most important. Sure, we have politics. Sure, we have the worldviews we call the economic trade and what we call the trade wars, and so on. But what should be center stage? What should be in the front pages? What should be the priority? Alam mo, kung isipin mo, Mother Earth is the only place you and I have. We are all citizens of this world. Of course, we are divided by color, which we shouldn't be. We are divided by culture, which is inevitable. We are divided by, how else can we say, money, which shouldn't be the case. Nevertheless, either way, we have one thing in common, which is most important, our environment and Mother Earth. And what best to examine this direction, this profile, this topic, then to introduce to you the new set of CEOs, which I call the now generation of CEOs, that in turn run the country, run our capitalism, but not just for profit, but in the right with the right perspective, which is basically environment. I'd like to introduce to you Mark Andrew Tieng. Mark is the CEO of BYD. I know that is a brand of an automobile, but it's not just an automobile. It's not just a car. We have so many cars, the imports in this country all open, give us many options. But there's a difference. It's called not when, but now. He is going forward with the environment. Hi Mark, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Sorry, binild up kita ng konti doon. Hindi, alam mo kasi, you're one of the new entrepreneurs. You're now the CEO and whatnot of a new direction for like cars, di ba? Your family's been into many different businesses and you're already spread out. The family is a conglomerate of many different directions. Pero ang ganda ng direksyon kinuha mo yung BYD because of the hybrid and now the electric.
Yes.
Tell us first about BYD.
Yeah, BYD is a global brand.
Build your dream.
It stands for Build Your Dreams.
Ang galing. Sige, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a global brand. It's publicly listed, privately owned.
Laki nga eh.
Yeah, it made headlines when the world-renowned investor billionaire Warren Buffett invested a 10% stake.
He bought in, huh?
Yes, he bought in.
Berkshire something, yeah.
Berkshire Hathaway.
Hathaway, yes.
So BYD started in the business of batteries.
Okay.
So up to today, they still control 55% market share of the global
majority,
global battery business, battery supply.
Innovation sa kanila lang gagaling din.
Yes.
Sa kanila rin. Oh, wow, interesting. Okay.
Yes. So
I'm surprised Tesla has not invested in BYD because yan ang basic ng electric cars, di ba? But go ahead.
Yeah, Tesla is paving the way for electric vehicles in the US.
In the US.
And actually, BYD is the one paving the way on this side of the earth, the east side, China.
Okay.
Yes.
And you brought BYD to the Philippines.
Yes.
Matagal ka na, bago pa lang to.
Yes. In the Philippines, BYD has been here for almost 5 years already.
Wow.
Bilis, no? Pero we focused, although our mission really is to introduce electric vehicles, the infrastructure wasn't ready yet. A few years ago, we brought in one electric vehicle so that we could showcase it to the leaders in the Philippines and help them understand what the benefits of electric cars
But it's not a matter of if, di ba? You and I know it's a matter of when.
Exactly.
The gasoline, the days of gasoline combustion is going to go out. You believe this?
Yes.
It has to.
Completely.
For environment, di ba? Go ahead. More on BID.
You have to try an electric vehicle for you to really understand its essence. Can you imagine? Zero noise.
Oo nga eh.
Diba?
Galing.
Walang ingay.
Hindi na kaya ng Mercedes at BMW na sumasara ang pinto para mawala ang sound. Ito talagang walang
sound.
tunog. No
Yeah,
sound.
and then zero vibrations. So
also zero vibration.
if you're in the car, literally if you're in the car, there's no vibrations eh. There's no motor running eh. So siyempre naka-aircon ka, pero there's no vibration. So actually hindi ka napapagod sa loob ng vehicle.
I see. So it reduces fatigue for driving.
Yes.
Ang galing ano. Sige.
So zero noise, zero emissions, zero vibrations, instant power.
Instant.
Tapos syempre not to mention yung benefits niya na for the environment. Imagine you're stuck in traffic walang pollution. Can you imagine a traffic or a city environment where all the cars are electric? So literally, you can put down your window.
Oo nga.
Diba? Kasi walang init,
Walang ingay.
walang ingay. And it's
nga,
gonna be, it's on a class of its own when you drive an electric car. Iba talaga.
Okay, before we go forward with BID in that direction, Mark, have you always been an environmentalist? But ito panasukan mo. I know you read about it. We
Yes.
all do. But alam mo, here, I know a lot of people who read about it, talk about it, even here on TV, di ba? Environment. Anong ginawa mo na? What have you done? Di ba? You actually leapt forward. Naglakas loob ka in this direction.
Yes.
Why? Have you always been an environmentalist?
Actually, I've always been a car enthusiast.
That I know, yeah, you're
so
right.
sobrang, I really, parang, I'm a big fan of the technology. I'm a big fan of the industry. So, I'm also someone who parang, I'm a little bit frustrated about our environment, our situation. Parang
yeah.
nobody cares, di ba?
Parang gano'n, go down EDSA. I mean, really. Go ahead. Yeah.
So there's this opportunity that my parang one of the things I really like, and then mayroon pa akong ability to help the environment. So why not?
Natural mix.
And we also believe that when we are able to persuade more and more people to go electric, it's better for everybody. Diba? It's better for everybody, and it's better for the whole country.
How long do you think before our legislators will start to require, like the LTO, oy, tama na yung pollution? Well, we started with the jeepneys. It's proving to be difficult, but they're beginning to stop these 50, 60, 70-year-old engines, di ba?
Exactly.
That are dilapidated and rolling coffins. Worse, they're used for public utility. Now, when do you think our market, the Filipino, will mature? Feeling mo, forecast?
I think it has to start now. I think,
Good.
and I think we have to follow the global trend. I think it will become more and more parang more and more open with the whole market in 2 or 3 years time, because I think information now moves much faster than years ago.
Especially
So,
with this generation.
so for
now.
example, in Germany, they already banned the sale of diesel cars.
I know. Is it 20 next year?
Next
no?
year, yes.
Starting January, bawal na ang diesel.
Yes, and they are the ones who discovered diesel technology.
That's right. And
But they understand.
they've really improved the diesel compared to the diesel 6-8 years ago.
Yes, yes.
Ibang klase na. But
they know the pollution eh.
pollution.
Actually, diesel cars emit particles that are 2.5 particle matter size. That's actually very harmful to us people. Breathing it in. So that's very harmful for our bodies.
You know, the ADB put up a big sign before, a digital sign along EDSA, to tell you the pollution status. I guess it got so polluted you can no longer see it. Parang ganun eh. So, how long do you think? 2 years, 5 years before we mature into this direction?
I think,
or faster?
I think a minimum would be 2 or 3 years.
2 to 3 years.
It's going to be more significant in terms of market, because people appreciate the technology. For example, when we launched the BYD Tang, which is the plug-in hybrid SUV.
SUV.
So how do I say this? Yung car, the
Yes.
car. So of course it's electric, zero emissions, zero noise.
Hold on. Let's put on that camera shot, the still shot of Mark and the car, so you can have a visual of the car that Mark is. There you go. Go on. You can explain this photo. That's you standing there on the right, of course. Yes.
So this is called the BYD E6.
All right.
Okay. This is
6-cylinder.
No, this is not
A 6 is just a.
It's
a
a
title
size.
for the
It's
car.
a size.
Oh, it's a size.
So
Okay.
this car is a pure electric vehicle. This one.
100%.
100%. This was imported back in 2014.
Wow.
This
3
was the
years
one
ago.
we showed to Congress, to Senate, to key stakeholders in government, so that they understand what electric cars or the benefits of electric cars are. So the new version of this is already 400 kilometers on a single charge.
Wow. So you can go up to Baguio and down without even worrying about having to recharge your
yes,
car.
technically yes. But you know, the electric cars in the Philippines, it will work when there is infrastructure. Electric cars in this side of town will be used primarily for city driving.
All right.
So it's perfect right now for public utility vehicles such as taxis, jeepneys.
Oo nga, no?
Pwede yung mga delivery trucks because
okay, okay.
these are very high traffic, high use, high
use.
kilometer mileage, daily use. Those are vehicles that are very well fit for electric. Kasi yung gasoline consumption mo will cost you or will save you about 70%. Now,
Okay.
with the increase in price, maybe a little bit more pa.
Even more. So yung savings mo sa gasolina will be your investment in the vehicle.
Yes.
In the science of the vehicle.
Yes.
Mark, it seems to me, ang kalaban mo dito are the big brands that are here, that are already nakastructure na. Ford, Mitsubishi, Toyota, even Hyundai, the imported cars. And then you have the big petrol stations.
Yes.
Di ba? Ano yan? They will have to first go hybrid among themselves to offer the service of electric charging and providing petrol. And then the big guys will have no choice, the big car manufacturers, to actually offer the same. Am I right? Is that the
Yes.
next direction?
So, us, for BYD, what we initially did is we focused our electric vehicles for fleet accounts. That's the pure electric models. But as I said, we have a hybrid model. This is called the BYD Tang.
Pag hybrid, may engine pa yan.
May engine pa. So, the electric range is 80 kilometers.
Right.
So, perfect for us. We are city dwellers
city,
every
yeah.
day when we need to go
You
work
don't need
to
that.
home.
When you go home, you just charge it.
When you go home, you just charge it. So, ang beauty about this is every day you use electric. On the days that we were going up to Baguio, we're going to
yeah,
Pangasinan,
yeah.
then we can actually use the electric. Pag naubos na electric, we can still use the gasoline. And while you're using the gasoline, it's actually
the
recharging
electric.
again.
I know, hybrid nga. Hybrid.
So, you'd be surprised about the numbers. Parang, for example, I used this hybrid vehicle for years. No,
Right.
my cost, electricity, additional. I drive about 10,000 kilometers a year.
Yeah.
So
Average
that's
yun,
average.
10.
Yeah. So my electricity cost was below 2,000. When I computed it, below
My
2,000 pesos a month.
A month,
Which used to be in gasoline 10,000 yun.
correct.
Tapos
10,000.
I take gasoline once every 2 months.
Kasi hybrid.
Oh, so ngayon that I drive the pure electric car,
No gasoline
no
even.
gasoline even, di ba? So
What do you suggest? Go hybrid or go straight electric?
it depends. I would say if you're a private owner for your own use,
Yeah.
I would recommend you today a hybrid. Kasi no hassle. It's like a Swiss knife. You can get all the benefits of electric car with none of the drawbacks.
Right.
Because
right.
actually, when you drive an electric, there's what you call range anxiety.
Oo nga eh. Oo nga,
So,
yeah,
for example,
correct.
you're at 50% charge.
Correct.
50% can still go 200 kilometers.
Wow, ang haba.
Di ba? But you feel na,
Delikado, baka tumirik to.
Hindi naman dinirik, but parang 50%.
You run out of energy.
Parang I'm a little bit, parang I just feel na, bakit 50, dapat 100? Diba? So, once you get the hang of using
How did you
electric
call
cars,
it? Range
anxiety.
Range anxiety.
It's going to be a phenomenon, a
Mukha
future
nga.
phenomenon.
Sige,
yes.
sige. That's interesting. No, so the hybrid is what you're selling both.
Yes.
You're having both here. But you suggest for the starter, mag-hybrid ka muna.
Yes.
Hanggang mag-electric ka 100%.
Yes. I think the electrics will be ready when there is more infrastructure charging networks around the city. So that's where we partner with gas stations, malls, convenience stores.
Are they open to it? Are the malls,
Yes,
the gas stations?
yes, very much.
Are they opening already hindi na closed mind?
Yes.
Don't you get a lobby against you by the gas stations, the petrols, Petron and Shell and Caltex? Hindi ba?
I think all of them are smart enough to understand the global trend. Diba? It's a global trend.
It's
The
not what
people-
they think or feel. To hell with that. It's ganitong
really a
direction
trend.
and the
Yes.
demand's gonna change.
Yes.
But your electric, it's going around, hindi lang NCR, ah. I mean, I guess with 400 Ks, you can go all the way, 700 ang papuntang, Luwag, for example.
yes.
So, hybrid yun. But today, if I took an electric car hanggang Lawag, I'd have to stop overnight somewhere.
Yes.
But when you plug regular electricity lang ba yan?
Yes.
Like a...
So there's basically 3 ways to charge it. Parang a regular 220 volt, which
Right,
is basically a
220
slow
volt.
charger.
Yes, slow charger.
And then there's a medium charger, which is about equivalent to the power of a 1 horsepower,
Right, okay.
1 horsepower aircon that will
All right.
charge you double the amount
Of the regular
of the
charge.
regular of the slow charger.
Right.
And then there's a fast charger, which will charge it in 2 hours.
Giling, ano. Now, so if you identify the cost, maybe even hotels, hostels that come in between,
Yes.
if it's just a matter of awareness, information, education, that should they charge, you can just pay na lang over the counter.
Correct.
Parang ganon.
Correct.
So you're talking about 2-3 years. Wow, this is interesting. It's everybody is involved pala, not just the car that you're bringing in.
I think people now are thinking about their next purchase of their cars. And I believe a lot of Filipinos now will say, bakit pa ako maggagasolin? Lumang technology na to eh. Doon na ako sa bago. I think
you're
all
right.
of them are thinking that way.
At this point.
At this point. So it's very exciting. The market is very exciting. The appetite for these vehicles are there.
Do you have the vehicles on inventory if people start to rush to start buying from you?
Actually, I ran out of stock already. So the incoming units, some of them have already reserved.
Already?
So, yes. So
yung market niche mo is getting ahead of you na pala.
So, it's so interesting. I was able to peek into the future. Can you imagine? Your house, you have a solar panel at your roof.
Yes.
And then you charge your vehicle via solar panel. So actually, your
It's free.
cost to transportation is zero na.
Yeah, kasi solar.
And then your house, you run your household.
On solar,
all
yeah.
of the air conditioning and heaters and everything.
Oh, I see. I didn't see the relationship.
So
if
that's
you,
the lifestyle.
So if you solarize your house, you get everything else that comes with it for free.
Yes. And then even your transportation, you can now have the option to
So
use.
it will reduce the return on investment to solarize a house. Because
Yes.
normally it will be 7 years, 6 to 7 years. So if you add your vehicles to it, more than one, you can cut that maybe into half. Oh, what a terrific idea. No? So it's just information education.
Yes.
How fast are we selling the solars? I'm talking the housing now.
Actually, a lot of people are now studying the solar. Actually, I know a lot of people who have already installed their solar panels, and the return on investment on these types of installations, I believe, have gone down less than 3.5 years already.
No, but I think it depends on consumption. Kasi pina-assess ko sa akin, malaki-laki ang monthly ko. Sabi ko, putya, 8 years. So I was hoping, this was about 4 years ago. Sana if I started then, baka 4 years to go na lang ako. Mark,
But
we're gonna
now, much lower na now. Yes.
Okay, we're going to have to take a short break. Ladies and gentlemen, this, I guess, is an information campaign of sorts, not necessarily to sell cars or to sell a brand or to talk about a convenience. It's actually an information campaign to help you learn to help your own earth, hindi country, earth, Mother Earth. Because the more we help each other to save Mother Earth, the better we can look, we can see, rather than looking through a tunnel, our grandchildren and their great-grandchildren. At least we are beginning to start to look and do, most especially, underline the word do, to take effect the changes that you and I need to start effecting. We'll be right back. Stay with us.